Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, welcome back to my video. Now I will explain about research on the teaching and acquisition of pronunciation skills. There are two factors that influence the acquisition in pronunciation skill. The first is the learners and the second is the role of the native language. Okay, for the first, the learners. The learners is still influenced by age. Age affects the level of awareness of student pronunciation learning. Young children can acquire good pronunciation more easily than adults. And then, exposure the target language. Exposure the target language is an important factor. Why? Because teacher is the key. A teacher must be the target language model and must have a big responsibility to the student achievement in the target language. The three is amount and a type of prior pronunciation instruction. In this case, focus on the teacher should be more of the instruction on how to correct the pronunciation to the student and give the correction if there is incorrect pronunciation. So the teacher must use English in classroom. And then aptitude, attitude, and motivation. It's important thing for the learners. With the aptitude, they can help students to more quickly understand pronunciation learning because it has become the basis of themselves. And then, while attitudes super learning runs smoothly and motivation is needed so that students don't become bored and excited in understanding pronunciation learning. Okay, the second is the role of the native language. There are 7 parts on the role of the native language. For the first, the constructive analysis hypothesis. This theory holds that second language acquisition is filtered through the learner's first language, with the native language facilitating acquisition in those cases where the target structure are similar and interfering with acquisition in cases where the target structure and dissimilar or non-existent. Okay, and the next is error analysis and avoidance. Error analysis can tell us the intensity of the difficulty or the size of the problem and also had its critics. The existence of avoidance, one has to show that second language learners, given a particular task, are using a particular word or structure they find difficult. And the three is the interlanguage hypothesis. The notion of interlanguage was further developed by Carter 1974, who visualized interlanguage as a dynamic continuum along which a second language learner can move toward an increasingly target-like system. And the fourth is markedness theory. This theory is helpful in explaining phonological difference among language. And then 5. Language universal. According Greenberg's 1962 typological or implicational language universal, which examine aspects of language that are common to many and sometimes all language. And the sixth is information processing theory. Information processing theory, which attempts to account for phonological acquisition without ignoring the effect of the native language on second language phonological acquisition derived from work in cognitive science. And the last is looking at more than one variable. At least one study has compared both the role of the first language and the learner's age in acquisition. Okay, I think enough from my video today. I'm so sorry for my mistake and thank you very much for your Nice attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.